Back in 2018, we launched an ambitious community assembly programme to involve residents in shaping the growth and development of our local areas.
I can imagine more people involved in community things. We can be together.
My hope's for Newham to be a better place. Something positive is going to come out of it.
These assemblies are an opportunity for people to come together and create a shared vision with their neighbours and to have a direct influence on how local funding is spent to improve their neighbourhoods.
To actually say, oh, here's a way where locally sourced, locally voted upon, locally agreed priorities can be addressed, and we can do this together and we can make our community a better place.
It makes such a difference. People feel involved in their community and people can make their own positive change.
That idea of letting the community lead and how money should be spent, I think that's really, really good, and I do think that's very innovative.
We've listened to the participants and to residents to hear how they think that the community assemblies can be made better.
The current cycle started in April 2021 when residents came together at the first assembly to discuss the priorities they think need to be addressed in their neighbourhood.
Safety and better kind of safer neighbourhoods.
Reducing litter and fly tipping, addressing antisocial behaviour and activating your parks and green spaces.
Engagement of young people and sustainability of our streets, creating greener streets.
We recruited local residents working group members who helped to shape the way in which projects were identified, where projects were selected.
With the working group, we just discussed the priorities. We were given various different projects that the public had put forward, and we had to score them according to certain criteria.
Part of our job was to make sure that whatever projects we were looking at and discussing really fit the needs of the communities around those three priorities.
One of the learnings from the first cycle was the resources weren't enough. So the Mayor, with the councillors, allocated £100,000 towards each of the neighbourhoods.
Residents and community groups were then invited to put forward project proposals for how the £100,000 available in each neighbourhood could be spent to meet these local priorities and needs and benefit the entire community. So last summer, residents voted for the projects they wanted to see happening in their neighbourhood using the Newham Co-Create platform.
So the Co-Create website is an engagement platform for residents to be involved in decision making of anything that we do as a council.
In the second cycle, people have been able to vote on the Co-Create website, and it's enabled them to be more involved.
Lots of the ideas in the community assemblies are really, really, really good and really timely.
It's really fantastic to see how people have got involved and the ideas that they've got to make the community a better place.
So Community Assembly in Canning Town voted to support our project called Forest Garden here at Cody Dog. It's the first stage of the project. We are recreating a forest environment. We're going to have trees, we're going to have shrubs, and we're going to have a ground cover. And we're hoping that's going to be very inspiring for local people.
Growing Roots and Floating Habitats is a project that we're undertaking cleaning the Channel-Sea River.
We're creating an ecology garden on the banks of the river in a patch of land that is public access. So we wanted to engage some specialists to actually learn more.
It's a way of engaging with the natural spaces in Newham to cherish and look after and enjoy for ourselves.
We are at the Garden Community Cafe and we are running the project The Youth Cafe, which was funded by the community assemblies. One of the priorities was about activities for young people and safety and those related things.
After 3 o'clock, there's a big buzz of young people in the streets on their way home, and actually you can see streams of them heading towards the cafe itself.
We're here every day, 5 days a week after school.
And they can relax, be themselves, and feel safe, I think, as well.
We've been running Cook, Eat and Grow as part of the Community Assembly Engagement Programme.
For the project, we work with young people in the Stratford and West Ham area.
We've been taking recipe packs around to young people and putting up YouTube videos to show them how to cook dishes.
Welcome to the Cook, Eat and Grow project that's aimed to help encourage healthy eating and cooking amongst young people, and that's you.
For school and first play activities here in Beckton Forest, families wanted to go outdoors and meet other people in a safe way. It's also great for kids' physical and mental health to be themselves.
Our forest school sessions are all about learning outdoors.
We want these parks to be more accessible to families and cleaner.
It's great having an activity like this in Newham.
Love E15 is an anti-fly tipping project based in Stratford. We wanted to improve a few areas that we identified in order to make those hotspots free of rubbish. One of the things that we chose to do was use positive images of how you can improve your area, things like planting, green spaces, painting murals. It's really, really great for the community.
Art in the Park is the project that encourages people and families and local residents to take over the public space, make amazing creative stuff in the park, and families just to enjoy. For us was like if we can bring more art and cultural and family activities to the park and we can bring the residents, we can change the environment of the park. For the neighbors around the area, I think that one has been a massive impact.
So we're in Plaistow, and this is the community garden that we are trying to create because of the antisocial behaviour that was going on here and the littering. It was thought that if we create a community garden around, those problems may actually dissipate a little bit.
When the people come in and join in this project, you can see they are very happy. Some people really love doing gardening and all, and even children can play in this open area.
The impact they're making is positive, and we're just seeing them growing from strength to strength.
That communication has to not only last, but it has to grow.
This has just been the starting point.
We're planning to have another cycle next year of the community assemblies, building upon what we've already started.
I feel like, Newham is my home. It's the place that I want to make the change, it's the place that I want to help to improve. I care about my neighbors, I care about my public spaces.
Long live community assemblies.
So I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has taken part in their community assembly so far, and I hope to see even more people getting involved in the next cycle in the months ahead.